start our demonstrations and our lessons today with my good friend and business partner, Mr. Verne McCarthy, I'd like to take just a few minutes to talk to you about some of the important things to remember while you're performing magic. These are basic rules that have been in the magic world for, well, decades, centuries probably, and they still work as well today as they did a long time ago. Now, of course, rules are made to be broken, but if you follow these few simple ideas, your performance will always be better and people will respect you as a magician. The first rule is never perform same trick for the same person on the same day. Now, why is that? Well, because if you do, when you perform a magic trick, people don't know what the climax is. They don't know what the final effect will be. And so it all comes as a surprise to them. But if you do the same trick twice, or worse yet, 3 or 4 times, they'll start picking it apart as you're performing. And they'll start looking to see, well, what is it he did to bring this effect about? And once that happens, they'll discover your secret. And that's the last thing that you want to happen. Remember, too, that magic is all about acting. The very best magicians are the very best actors. So practice your effects. Get in front of a mirror if you like, or practice them with a good friend who will tell you where you need to improve, perhaps, in your performance. Always have enthusiasm or an air of mystery about you as you perform your magic, and it will not only be good magic, but it'll be good entertainment, too. And finally, never reveal the secrets to your magic tricks. If you do, they won't want to see your magic trick again because they'll already know what happens. And number 2, you run the risk that they'll tell everybody they know how you did your trick. Magicians have been keeping secrets for a long, long time, and it's important that you continue that tradition. Well, that's it. Just a few hints on how to do a good job in performing any magic trick you set about to learn. And here we are, and Verne, we have a terrific trick at Magic Max called a half bottle. It's a great name.
It's a great illusion, too, Dave. It uses a cola bottle and a 50-cent piece.
Yep.
You have to find the sweet spot on the bottom of the bottle for this to work right.
Sweet spot.
The sweet spot. I'll show you why. Can I get you to hold your right hand like this?
Sure.
And hold the bottle right there and don't move, please. At just a little bit of an angle. And you go just like this, and you won't believe your eyes. Just like that. Isn't that amazing?
That 50-cent piece is now... It's inside the bottle.
Well, that's what they call an illusion, Dave, because it looks like it's in the bottle.
It doesn't look like it's in the bottle. It is. Yeah, it's really in there, Verne.
People think that it'll come out the top end, but it's too big around.
Yep.
I've had people say, well, you shake it out like that. There's only one way you can get that out. Do me a favor. Hold your right hand up like you did before, and hold onto the bottle real tight. Can I get you to hold it right over the table here?
Sure.
And can I borrow your other hand for just a minute? Right there.
Yep.
Don't move now.
Okay.
You tap the top, it'll come right out.
Look at this. Can you believe that? And this is a solid bottle, Verne.
Now, if you really want to have fun with your customer when you're finished, with your spectator, you just tighten the bottom of the bottle like this. And then they can go ahead and examine that. They'll never get it off.
That's very, very clever. Okay. These people out here who are watching this, somebody out there, they've already had this trick. They want to see how it's done. So
Great.
show us how it's done.
It's a wonderful effect. It uses what's called a folding coin, which looks just like this. And it folds.
Oh, it does. Look, it's cut into 3 pieces.
It just folds in half.
And what holds it together?
There's a little groove around the edge, Dave, and in that groove is a rubber band, a dentist rubber band. Now, the equipment comes with extra rubber bands, and I like to use 2 rubber bands on each coin rather than 1.
Why
It
is
makes
that?
it a little bit more tight.
No more tension?
It keeps it in tension. When it goes in and out of the bottle, it's a little bit tighter, and therefore it won't slip in when you're not ready for it.
Right.
Plus, if one of them happens to break, the other one will keep the equipment together for you.
Back up.
So before you start, you fold the coin into a Z or a letter N, whichever way, however you're looking at it.
Right.
Just like that, and you put it into the neck of the bottle with the fattest end of the coin at the top. There'll be one end that is a little fatter, and you can push it in about that far.
Almost 2/3 of the way in.
Now I cover that with my ring finger when I'm ready to perform.
And that's how you start the effect.
And I just start like this, talking about I'm looking for the sweet spot, which makes people focus on the bottom of the bottle.
And you're holding the bottle level at this point.
Yes. Now I ask them to hold the right hand up like this.
Which I did.
And then I turn my hand flush with the top of the bottle, and I use that to make sure I get your hand completely flush with the top of the bottle.
I see.
So what I've done here is I've just gotten my hand and your hand and the bottle all together at one spot. And that's so that if the bottle sticks out too high, they might see that. If it sticks too low, their fingers will close in on it. They actually might feel the coin. So you want it flush. You hold it up at a slight angle. You put the other coin up there. This is the real $half, which they'll have to get at any bank.
Right, I've got the bottle tilted down a little bit.
Right, and then they just tap it. And when they tap it, the other coin will fall in, the folding coin will fall in.
Ah.
Now, they still have the half in their hands.
Right.
What happens is the half, as it hits the bottom of the bottle, just goes down into their fingers.
Ah.
And then they just drop this hand at their side.
Right.
Now, I used to put this coin into my pocket, but I stopped doing it because nobody ever looks here. They're so stunned to see this coin in the bottle.
Exactly. Actually, with your other hand, if you wanted to, you could actually point to that coin at the same time.
Exactly. Now, when you're finished, you can take this from them
Right.
and let everybody see that it's really in the bottom of the bottle.
Isn't that amazing?
And I usually like to play with their heads a little bit and say that's what's called an illusion because it looks like it's in the bottle. And they're going, yeah, it sure does. I jingle it up and down a little bit so they can hear it jingling. I'll even turn it over so they can see it doesn't come out the top.
Right.
Now that I reintroduce the real coin at this point, I've got the bottle in this position upside down. I just bring my hand up. The coin is in a finger palm between the two center fingers. Now, you don't have to make a fancy move out of that. Just lift the hand up and grab the bottle so both coins are up here again. The gimmicked coin is in the bottle at the bottom. Now, all you do is lift it up with both hands. This hand goes on the bottom of the bottle, just like this, and makes a fist.
Okay.
Just like that.
Right.
And then you bring the bottle down in a sharp movement, and if you jerk it right at the bottom, the centrifugal force will cause the 50-cent piece to come out.
But now you said something at the same time which made sense for you doing this move.
Sure, I covered it by saying some people think the coin will come out like this, but it can't. There's only one way it'll come out, and at this point, the gimmick coin is in this hand.
Right.
The other coin is out with the bottle. And what I say is...
But I thought I saw the coin inside the bottle.
You did. What happens is I say there's only one way the coin will come out, and I represent the bottle to them. Now, what's happening here is the camera might not be able to pick this up, but the spectator is looking straight down on the bottle, and they see through the glass the 50-cent piece, which is actually just resting in my hand.
But it looks like it's inside the bottle.
And to make the illusion a little stronger, you jingle it against the side of the bottle. Now, to do that, you don't bring the glass up and down like this, which I've seen people do. You make a little well in your fingers where the two center fingers are lower than the two outer ones. That makes a little well so the coin can jump up and down like that. And they can see you straight down here, and they can see the
It really looks like the coin is inside the bottle.
When you present that to them, it turns your body that has the gimmick coin in it. The left hand goes into your hip pocket and dumps off the coin.
Right, so you're getting rid of the coin that's the gimmicked coin.
Now then you ask them to hold the right hand up like you did when you began.
Okay.
You just slide the coin to the bottom of the bottle.
Let's see that move one more time.
Okay, the coin is here in slow motion. You're just going like this.
In the meantime, they're putting their hand up in the air, which is a bit of a distraction for them, isn't it?
And the coin will make a little noise. Don't be worried about that because a coin inside a bottle should make noise.
Absolutely, it's sliding down the wood, won't it? Yeah.
So you just take it and put it up in their hand like this. Now the coin's on the bottom of the bottle. Let's expose that for a minute.
Right.
That's actually on the bottom of the bottle.
But again, it looks like it's inside from my view.
And they don't know that it's outside. I ask them for their other hand, hold it over a table. I tap at the top, and at the same time, I let go of the coin and bring both hands away.
And there's the coin, and there's the bottle, and the bottle is solid, and the coin is a conventional coin, just a regular 50-cent piece.
And they're left with nothing but honest equipment.
Isn't that a great effect?
Dave, let's throw in something real quick for our home viewers.
Sure.
That they won't get any other way. I've had a lot of fun with this. I'll take the regular 50-cent piece, put it in my hand in what's called a classic palm position, just in the center of the palm, and just gently hold it. Then I'll take the gimmick coin, and I'll bite it. And when I bite it, I'll do this. It tastes terrible, though. So you spit it back out, and then ask them if they'd like to look at the coin and flip it out. When you flip it out, you just flip out the real coin, and you keep the gimmick coin. So they're left with this coin trying to go like this.
Now, what did you actually do when you put it up to your mouth?
All I did was I pushed it in my mouth, and I pushed this down with my lip, my upper lip, and made it like a biting motion and made it look like it didn't taste good. Then when I blew on it, I let it snap back up.
Right.
Isn't that great?
That's a great
just
move.
flip it out.
That is a wonderful...
You have a lot of fun with that.
Absolutely. And this is a great... You know what, this would be a great... You could do this with a cola bottle. You could certainly do it with a beer bottle. Can't you see doing this in a tavern? Wouldn't that be...
In a bar, Dave, this first was done 100 years ago, this exact routine we're doing right now. If anyone does that with a beer bottle or a Coke bottle that is being used, after they empty it, you want to make sure that when you get your equipment home, you wash the rubber bands and the equipment off because it will deteriorate because of the acids that are in Coke and beer.
Half bottle, a wonderful magic trick.